program and start. Yes, Aditi, Miss. Okay. Yes, I hope that Miss Sir has started recording. Yes, it has started.
Namaste. Pleasure. This wonderful occasion by heartily welcoming everybody. I, Aditi Dave, heartily welcome our venerable principal, Sri Dr. Nagar sir, honorable head of the department, Dr. Ketke madam, and my dear students. It's wonderful to see such amazing gathering once in an alternative week. As you all know, we all have gathered here for our William Shakespeare study circle. Now, we will have our religious ceremony of Lord's Prayer. Let's fold our hands together and recite the prayer. Our Father, thou art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us today our daily bread and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those that trespass against us. Lead us not unto temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever and ever. Amen. Thank you so much. After having a religious energy, let's have a welcome speech from our loving head of the department, Dr. Ketki. Please, madam.
Yes, thank you, Aditi. Honorable Principal Dr. Nagar sir, Miss Aditi madam, IT admin Mr. Meet Bhai Lakhani, and my dear students. With our warm salutations to Lord Ganesha and Ma Saraswati, we are going to start our first online William Shakespeare Study Circle activity today. It's about the day special. As the head of the department, I would like to welcome our principal, Dr. Nagar sir, my colleagues, and dear students. As we all know, that it's necessary to achieve mastery over the language, especially when you are going to become a bachelor, opting that subject as your core subject, that is English. Students, our mother tongue is Gujarati, our national language is Hindi, but the international language is English. It's your core subject. So it's essential for all of you to be an expert in the use of all the four skills: listening, reading, writing, and speaking. The main purpose behind the planning of study circle activities, that is to cultivate your tongue. That is our main purpose. So girls, you already know that this is our purpose, to cultivate your tongue to speak the English language, to achieve fluency in speaking English, to use proper pronunciations of the words, to use correct grammar. And when I am telling you, I want to tell you that this is our wish, that you must achieve mastery over the language, and of course to know something about English literature too. When you complete your sixth semester, you must be in a position to read, write, and speak English properly and correctly. This will provide you much confidence. This will shape your personality. Therefore, students, I request all of you to participate in all your study circle activities. As you know, we have already designed various activities of our study circle, and such as you know already, we have already completed so many in the last month, last December. Uh, there were many more before even that year, and these activities are news reading competition, poetry recitation competition, quiz on English language and literature, general knowledge, the Ramayana, the Mahabharata, even the Bible, etc. Many more activities, as you know, celebrations of the Christmas week, celebrations of some special days such as Constitution Day, the National Youth Day, the Non-Violence Day, etc. Virtual chart making competition, funny story narration competition, handwriting competition, stories from Hitopadesh, Panchatantra, and Dashavatar. You all have participated with much enthusiasm. Even we have conducted elocution competition, PowerPoint presentation competition in the past, presentation on literary characters with their famous dialogues, crossword competition, explanation of literary forms such as short story form, the satire with examples. This actually we had last year itself. Performances of skit, dialogue delivery of drama from the syllabus, and many more activities. We advise you to take part with much interest and enthusiasm. So once again, I would like to welcome everybody. So suswagatam, and please enjoy today's first activity, online activity in our study circle program. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for welcoming everybody. It is said that words have a magical power. They can either bring a greatest happiness or the deepest despair. So let's have a word of the day from Miss Radhika Khandal.
Good noon to all of you. Honorable Principal, Head of the Department Dr. Ketki ma'am, my teachers and my dear friends. Today I am going to tell you some word of the day. Word of the day. Credulous. Someone who is too eager to believe things, often without thinking them through. For example, cordial people can often be easy together for a scam. Thank you.
Having a wonderful word, let's have a thought of the day from Miss Krishna Odedra.
Good afternoon, everyone. Honorable Principal Shri Dr. Nagar Sir, Head of Department Dear Ketki Madam, Dr. Nayan Sir, Miss Aditi Madam, and me Sir. I am Krishna Oredra from TYBA. Today I am going to present thought of the day, which is confidence and hard work is the best medicine to kill the disease called failure. It will make you successful person by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Miss Krishna Odedra. Now, it's a time to have a good quotation from Miss Kajal Odedra.
Honorable Principal Dr. Nagar Sir, Head of the Department Dr. Ketki Ma'am, Aditi Ma'am, Meet Sir, and my dear friends. Namaste. My name is Kajal Oredra from TYBA. Today I am going to tell you quotation of the day. You must not lose faith in humanity. Humanity is like an ocean. If few drops of ocean are dirty, the ocean does not become dirty. By Mahatma Gandhi. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kajal Odedra. As we all are the students of English literature, many of us are curious to know about the significance of English literature. So, let's have Miss Hiral Sadia who will tell us about significance of English literature. Miss Hiral Sadia.
Honorable Principal Shri Dr. Nagar Sir, Head of Department Dr. Ketke Madam, Miss Aditi Madam, Mr. Meet Bhai, and my dear friends, I am Hira Sadia from BA Semester 5. As we are students of English literature, we must know the significance of English literature. English literature is important in many different ways. Let me share few of them. English literature tells us about the history of English-speaking world. In other words, through this literature, we are able to learn about ourselves and our history. English literature also teaches us many lessons that have universal themes such as love, war, desire, justice, and many more. When we read these topics, we become much more sophisticated in our thinking and our view of the world expands. This makes us better citizens. Studying English literature opens up a world of inspiration and creativity, while also developing skills that are essential for today's global environment. Literature makes sense of the world through stories, poems, novels, and plays. It sharpens our own ability to write, read, analyze, and pursue. English literature also makes us think as we might not necessarily agree. We will have to form opinions and convention to our own, and the reading of English literature can aid us in the process. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Miss Hiral Sadia, for telling us about significance of English literature. As Edgar Allan Poe said, poetry is the rhythmical creation of beauty in words. So I will invite Miss Nishtha Vaja to recite the poem of the day.
Namaste and very good noon to Honorable Dr. Nagar sir, respected teachers and my dear friends. Today's my poem is Don't Quit. No matter what, don't quit by Edgar Allan Albert Guest. When things go wrong, as they sometimes will, when the road you're treading seems all uphills, when the funds are low and the debts are high, and you want to smile but you have to sigh. When gear is pressing you down a bit, rest if you must, but don't you quit. Life is a queer with its twists and turns, as every one of us sometimes learns. And many of failures turns about when he might have won had he stuck it out. Don't give up though the pace seems slow. You may succeed with another blow. Often the goal is nearer than if seems to a faint and faltering man. Often the struggler has given up when he might have captured the victor's cup, and he learned to let when the night slipped down how close he was to the golden crown. Success is a failure turned inside out, the silver tint of the clouds of doubt, and you can never tell how close you are. It may be near and it seems so far. So stick to the fight when your hardest hit. It's when it's when things go wrong that you must not quit. So stick to the fight when your hardest hit. It's when things go wrong that you must not quit. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Miss Nishtha Vaja, for reciting the beautiful poetry. From the childhood, we are in relation with one literary genre, which is a story. So let's have a beautiful story from Miss Shruti Raichar.
Namaste everyone. Respected Principal Dr. Nagar sir, our head of the department Dr. Ketki ma'am, Dr. Nayan sir, Aditi ma'am, Meetbai and my dear friends, I want to tell you a story of the day, and the title of the story is Love and Time. Once upon a time there was an island where all the feelings lived: happiness, sadness, knowledge and all of the others, including love. One day it was announced to the feeling that the island would sink. So all constructed boat and left, except for love. Love was the only one who stayed. Love wanted to hold out until the last possible moment. When the island had almost sunk, Love decided to ask for help. Richness was passing by Love in a grand boat. Love said, "Richness, can you take me with you?" Richness answered, "No, I can't. There is a lot of gold and silver in my boat. There is no place here for you." Love decided to ask Vanity, who was also passing by in a beautiful vessel. "Vanity, please help me." "I can't help you, Love. You are all wet and might damage my boat," Vanity answered. Sadness was close by, so Love asked, "Sadness, let me go with you." "Oh, Love, I am so sad that I need to be myself." Happiness passed by Love, too, but she was so happy that she did not even hear when Love called her. Suddenly there was a voice, "Come, Love, I will take you." It was an elder, so blessed and overjoyed. Love even forgot to ask the elder where they were going. When they arrived at dry land, the elder went her own way. Realizing how much was on the elder, Love asked Knowledge, another elder, "Who helped me?" "It was Time," Knowledge answered. "Time?" asked Love. "But why did time help me?" Knowledge smiled with deep wisdom and answered, "Because only time is capable of understanding how valuable love is." Thank you.
Thank you so much, Miss Shruti Ba, for this beautiful story. Now, let's have one other poetry recitation by Miss Maitri Thanki.
Namaste to our Honorable Principal Dr. Nagasir, our Head of the Department, respected Dr. Ketki Madam, our respected teachers, Dr. Nayan sir, Aditi ma'am, Mr. Meet Lakhani sir, and my dear friends. Today I am telling about one poem, Freedom by Rabindranath Tagore. Freedom from fear is the freedom. I claim for you my motherland, freedom for the burden of the ages, bending your head, breaking your back, blinding your eyes to the back knowing called the future, freedom for the shackles of slumber were weak. You fasten yourself in night stillness, mistrusting the star that speaks of fruits, adventures, paths. Freedom from the anarchy of destiny, whose hands are weakly held to the blind, uncertain ones, and the hand to a hand ever rigid and cold as death. Freedom for the insult of dwelling in a puppet's world, where movements are started through brainless wires, repeated through mindless habits, where figures wait with patience and obedience for the master of show to be stirred into a mimicry of life. The poem Freedom by Rabindranath Tagore is concerned specially with freedom. For you, my motherland. This theme from the opening lines of the poem. Tagore's patriotism is clear. He allies himself with the personal land of his birth, India. The word freedom is repeated throughout the poem to express the poet's deep wish for his country to be independent. Thank you so much to all.
Thank you so much, Miss Maitri Thanki. After having a fantastic poetry, let's listen an inspirational thought by Miss Bansi Asha.
Honorable Principal, Head of the Department, Dr. Ketki Ma'am, my teachers and dear friends. My name is Asa Bansi, SYBA. I am going to tell you about the special day thought of the day by William Shakespeare. Be not afraid of greatness. Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Miss Bansi Asha. Now I will invite Miss Dimple Joshi for the idiom of the day. Miss Dimple Joshi. Now let's enjoy the novel of the day by Miss Dhara Chauhan. The title is The Mayor of Casterbridge.
Namaste, respected Dr. Nagar sir, respected Ketki ma'am, Aditi ma'am, and Meet sir, and all my friends. My name is Dara Chauhan, and the topic is Novel of the Day, The Mayor of Casterbridge by Thomas Hardy. Was published in 1886. The foremost theme in this novel is regret, the bulk of Hardy's work, and set mainly in the semi-fictional land of Wessex, describes characters struggling against their passions and circumstances. On every page of Hardy's novel is displayed the influence of Hardy's upbringing, regional background, and architectural studies. His characters are often primitive and exhibit all the passions, loves, hates, and jealousies that rustic life seems to inspire, yet these characters are at all times real, for they are based on people he had grown up with, people he had heard about in legends and ballads, people whose tragic histories he had unearthed during his early architectural education. At a country fair near Casterbridge in Wessex, Michael Henchard, a 21-year-old hairdresser, argues with his wife, Susan. Drunk on rum-laced furmity, he auctions her off, along with their baby daughter Elizabeth Jane, to Richard Newson, a passing sailor, for 5 guineas. Sober and remorseful the next day, he is too late to locate his family. He vows not to touch liquor again in 21 years. Susan lives as Newson's wife for 18 years. After Newson is lost at sea, Susan, lacking any means of support, decides to seek out Henchard again, telling her daughter that he is a relation by marriage. Susan discovers that Henchard has become a very successful hay and grain merchant and mayor of Casterbridge. He has avoided explaining how he lost his wife, allowing people to believe that he is a widower. When the couple are reunited, Henchard proposes remarrying Susan. To do this, however, he is forced to break off an engagement with a woman named Lucetta Templeman, who has nursed him when he was ill. Donald Farfrae, a young and energetic sportsman, passing through Casterbridge, helps Henchard by showing him how to salvage substandard grain he has bought. Henchard takes a liking to the man, persuades him not to immigrate, and hires him as his own factor. But Henchard soon starts to envy him and also tells him not to talk with his daughter. Susan falls ill and dies shortly after the couple's remarriage, leaving Henchard a letter to be opened on the day of Elizabeth Jane's wedding. Henchard reads the letter, which is not properly sealed, and learns that Elizabeth Jane is not in fact his daughter, but Newson's. His Elizabeth Jane having died as an infant. Henchard's new knowledge causes him to behave coldly towards the second Elizabeth Jane. Lucetta Templeman, learning that Susan had died, arrives to Casterbridge to marry Henchard. While Elizabeth Jane, unaware of her relationship with Henchard, accepts a position as companion to Lucetta. When Henchard doesn't reply to Lucetta's letter, Lucetta meets Farfrae and they both become attracted to each other. Henchard's financial difficulties persuade him that he should marry Lucetta quickly, but she is in love with Farfrae and the couple run away one weekend to get married, not telling Henchard until after the fact. Henchard's credit collapses and he goes bankrupt. Farfrae goes by Henchard's by businesses and tries to help Henchard by employing him as a journeyman. Lucetta asks Henchard to return her old love letters and Henchard asks Job to take them to her. Job, who is still bears a grudge for having been cheated out of the position of factor, opens the letters and reads them out loud at an inn. Some of the townspeople publicly shame Henchard and Lucetta, creating dummies of them in Skimmington Drive. Lucetta is so devastated by the spectacle that she collapses, has a miscarriage, and dies. The next day, Newson, who it transpires was not lost at sea, arrives at Henchard's door asking about his daughter. Henchard, who has come to value her kindness to him, is afraid of losing her companionship and tells Newson she is dead. Newson lives in sorrow after 21 years. Henchard's vow of abstinence expires and he starts drinking again. Eventually, discovering that he has been lied to, Newson returns and Henchard disappears rather than endure a confrontation. On the day of Elizabeth Jane's wedding to Farfrae, Henchard comes back, timidly seeking a reconciliation. She rebuffs him and he departs for good. Later, regretting her coldness, she and Farfrae set out to find him. They arrive too late and learn that he has died alone. They also find his last written statement, his dying wish is to be forgotten. The ends on a note of hope because Henchard's strength of will and his deprivation in order to expiate his sins. Thank you for hearing me.
Thank you so much, Miss Dara. Language is the roadmap of a culture. It tells you where its people come from and where they are going. As we all know, language plays a very crucial role in our life. So let's see the importance of English language from Miss Reena Tukadia.
Namaste, Honorable Principal Dr. Nagar sir, our Head of the Department Dr. Ketki ma'am, Miss Aditi ma'am, Mit sir, and my dear friends. I want to tell you about significance of English language. Language is our significant source of communication. It's the way through which we share our ideas, feelings, views, and thoughts with others. Language separates us from animals and makes us human. There are thousands of languages in this world. Each country has their peculiar nationwide language, in addition to a multiplicity of local languages spoken and understood by their people in different regions. Some languages are spoken by millions of people, other by only a few thousand. In today's global world, the importance of English cannot be denied and ignored since English is greatest common language spoken universally. With the moment they hear something in English, they start to feeling discomfort. 12 years of school study and 3 years of college study do not make students mastery over English. When they are in schools as well as colleges, English is not taught properly. The majority of the students are addressed from rural areas. The bilingual method is adopted in language classes. This method helps only to slow learners to some extent. Moreover, this act reduces the real learning process a whole. To learn English requires constant practice and patience. The kind of feelings that succeed among students is that is not possible to achieve fluency or mastery over the English language. This kind of tendency prevents students from learning English. Most of the students study English from the examination point of view, so they are not able to produce even a single sentence without a grammatical error. Furthermore, sufficient practice is not given to students to learn a language. Knowledge of English is necessary if one wants to come up in life. It is the major window of the modern world. This all the more true where the advanced countries have opened their doors for recruiting technically qualified persons. Only those who have a command over the English language are given a job. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Miss Reena. Now, Miss Bhagyashree Bharadwa coming with the thought of the day.
Namaste, Honorable Principal Dr. Nagar sir, our head of the department, Tetli madam, Aditi madam, Meet sir, and my dear friends. I Bhagyashree Bharadwa, and today I am going to tell you a thought of the day, and which is, if you feel like you are losing everything, remember that trees lose their leaves every year, and still they stand tall and wait for better days to come. By Gandhiji. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Miss Bhagyashree. As we all are enjoying this study circle, I would like to invite our head of the department, Dr. Ketki Madam, for information about our William Shakespeare study circle. Now, let's have Miss Prarthana Bapodra for the story of the day.
Good afternoon, everyone. Honorable Principal Dr. Nagar sir, respected uh, uh, head of the department, Dr. Ketki ma'am, and my dear teachers and friends. Hard, Today I'm telling you story of the day. Hard work is the key to success. In a faraway village lives a hard-working farmer who has a grape fields. Year after year, his grapery gives rich harvest, and the farmer becomes a very successful. He has three sons who are young and energetic but never bother to work. As a farmer grows old, he begins to worry about his son's future. Then he falls ill and realizes his death is fast approaching. He called his sons and told them, "Dear sons, I see my death near me, but before I did go goodbye to you, I went to share a secret." He told them there is a treasury hidden under the fields. Dig the entire field after my death to find it. The old farmer dies and his sons performed the last rite. The sons begin to dig for the treasury without leaving any part of the field, but found nothing. However, their digging of the field lends to cultivation of healthy crop and results in huge earnings. These earnings make the sons realize what their father might. Moral of the story is hard work always pays off. A, a dream to dream to not become a reality through magic. It takes a sweat, determination of hard work. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Miss Prarthana Bapodra. Now, it's a time to know about the significance of English language from Miss Pooja Odedra. Your microphone is mute.
Am I audible now?
Yes.
Okay, so this afternoon is a beauty just like you, and you are a piece. A very good afternoon to our respected Honorable Principal Shri Dr. Naga sir, Head of the Department Dr. Ketki ma'am, Dr. Nayan sir, Aditi ma'am, sorry, IT admin Meet sir, and our respected professors and my dearest friends. I am Pooja Odedra from SYBA. So today on this honorable day, the first William Shakespeare study circle of our next year. Today I am glad to speak on a very common and interesting topic the origin or significance of English language. So basically, English is a West Germanic language that originated from Anglo-Frisian delegates brought to Britain in mid 5th and 7th centuries AD by Anglo-Saxon migrants from what it is now northwest Germany, southern Denmark, and Netherlands. Their language, now called Old English, originated as a group of Anglo-Frisian delegates. Although English is not the most spoken language in world, it is official language in 53 countries and is spoken as a first language by around 400 million uh, people worldwide. But that's not all. It is also the most common second language in the world. According to British Council, by 2020, about 2 billion people in the world will be studying English. Therefore, it is highly like likely that if you meet someone from another country, you will both be able to speak English. It give you an open door to world and help you to communicate with global citizens. So this is how English is significant in our life. So thank you and have a nice day.
Thank you so much, Miss Pooja Odedra. Someone said that we must all do theatre to find out who we are and to discover who we could become. Let's have an understanding of the drama of the day, which is The Tempest, written by William Shakespeare. So let's enjoy the summary of the drama from Miss Hiral Odedra.
Thank you. Namaste. Drama of the day, The Tempest. Myself, Hiral Odedra from SYBA SAM 3. Along with William Shakespeare's other late plays, Pericles and Cymbeline, and The Winter's Tale, The Tempest contains element of both tragedy and comedy. It is set on an island somewhere near Italy, where Prospero, the one-time Duke of Milan, and his pretty daughter Miranda live with a spirit called Ariel and a strange wild man called the Caliban. The Tempest theme is a pervasive idea, belief, or point of view presented in a literary work. This play is about magic, betrayal, love, and forgiveness. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Miss Hiral Odedra. Now, let's have Miss Shivani Vaja, who will tell us about the significance of English literature.
Namaste. Honorable Principal Dr. Nagar Sir, Head of the Department Ketki Madam, Nayan Sir, and my dear friend. Today is my topic, Significance of English Literature. Studying English literature opens up a world of inspiration and creativity, while also developing skills that are essential for today's global environment. It is a chance to discover how literature makes sense of the world through stories, poems, novels, and plays. They convey the depth of thought, richness of emotion, and insight into the character. Literature takes us beyond the limited experience of our lives to show us the lives of others at a later time. It leads us intellectually and emotionally and deepens our understanding for our history, society, and each of our lives. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Miss Shivani Vaja. Dear students, as you all know, this is the first study circle of this term. So it would be meaningful to receive blessings and best wishes from our respected principal, Dr. Nagar sir. Please, sir.
Namaskar, everybody. Good afternoon. The head of the Department of English, Dr. Ketki Madam, our very, very promising and dynamic, who has recently taken the responsibility of mentoring the undergraduate students, the mentor of the postgraduate department, Aditi Dave, our very, very dear students of the second year and the third year. It has been, in fact, a very, very interesting 40 minutes that I have been listening to you. There have been quizzes. There is a quiz. Somebody spoke about give a speech, the novel form, the story form, the significance of the language, an important play. Thank you for giving me an opportunity, Ketki Madam, for listening to all our brilliant students. Yes, blessing, Aditi, is a too big a word. You see, we would want to invoke the blessings of Raj Ratna Sheshti Shri Nanjibai Kalidas Mehta. In fact, he was a contemporary of Mahatma Gandhi, a contemporary of Rabindranath Tagore. We would want to invoke his blessings, the blessings of Savita Didi, the blessings of Kulbhrata ji, and all those who are associated with Arya Kanya Gurukul. Thank you, Aditya. Yes, I would definitely want to share a few thoughts. All of you have been brilliant. The effort is brilliant. It is always the effort which matters. Yes, some of you might have questions as to why do we have a study circle. The answer, of course, is we need a study circle wherein all the students of all the semesters can come together, a common platform, wherein they share their ideas, share their thoughts, and get groomed and guided into the nuances of English language and literature. Since you are students of language and literature, it's so very relevant and appropriate to today discuss with you a subject which has been a matter of debate since the existence of man on earth. I'm sure all of you are familiar with the book of Genesis in the Holy Bible. You'd all remember the story as to how Adam and Eve were placed in the Garden of Eden and how God told them, God gave them an instruction that this entire Garden of Eden belongs to you. Take everything you want, the flora and fauna, everything belongs to you, but do not taste the forbidden fruit. There was just one injunction. There was just one command. And the subject I'm referring to is CHOICE. The subject is choice. Since then, human beings have been given the right to choose, to make a choice. Eve had to make a choice between following the commandment of God or disobeying the command of God. All through in human history, in the Mahabharata, in the Ramayana, Lord Rama had a choice to kill Ravana or not to kill Ravana. In the Mahabharata, Yudhishthir had a choice in the plays of William Shakespeare. Since our study circle is so appropriately named by Ketki Madam as William Shakespeare, I think it would be so appropriate to give references from the works of William Shakespeare. Did Claudius not have a choice to kill his brother or not kill his brother? Did Hamlet not have a choice to avenge the murder of his father? Did Macbeth not have a choice to kill Duncan when he is playing host to Duncan? Lady Macbeth, did she not have a choice? Did Othello have not a choice? Somebody spoke about the mayor of Casterbridge. Henchard had a choice to sell his wife or not to sell his wife. Julius Caesar, you're all students of Julius Caesar these days. Did Brutus not have a choice to kill the friend, to murder the friend that really loved him? Since times immemorial, my dear students, we have been driven by choices. And it's so important to make the right choice at the right time. You are indeed fortunate, let me tell you, my dear students, you have a wonderful head of the department. Ketki Madam, let me tell you, she is an expert in English. She is an expert in Gujarati. And she is an expert in Sanskrit. Do you know when she was working for her PhD on making a comparative study between Sri Aurobindo's Savitri and Rabindranath Tagore's Chitrangada, she went to the original. She went to the original story of Chitrangada as narrated in the Mahabharata. Going to the source, she also had a choice. She could have done a superfluous and a superfluous, superficial PhD, but then she said, no, I'm going to go to the original. And she took 7 years of hard work. Day in and day out, she studied. You see, I think all of you are blessed. Let me tell you, I do not say this because she is my better half. I say this because she deserves every bit of it. Make the most of her presence. She is extremely good in Gujarati, and her command on English grammar is immaculate. She is very good. We are blessed. The Department of English, Gurukul Mahila College is indeed blessed, Ketki Madam, for you to grace it and honor it as the head of the department. I think all your students, become a very wonderful part of this family. And as we have been talking about choices, right? Let me give you the choice now. The final choice, the final word. I know everybody is in a hurry to, perform the vanishing trick, but then this is important, okay? Now, the choice that we have made is to make Arya Kanya Gurukul the best in the world. There was a saying, all roads lead to Rome. Now we are going to change the saying. All roads are going to lead to Arya Kanya Gurukul. And all of you have to participate in this, AKG 2.0, Arya Kanya Gurukul 2.0. And history is going to be created. I can see a few faces, we have some wonderful faces here. Aditi, we have Nishtha, Dhara and Pooja and Chetna and Bhagyashri and Shivani, some wonderful, wonderful, very promising students. Now is the time for you to really gear up, get up, arise, awake, right? And make the name of Raj Ratna Sheshji Nanjibai Kalidas Mehta, immortal. This is our destiny. On the 15th and 16th of January, we are going to host an international seminar on the life and work of Raj Ratna Sheshji Shri Nanjibai Kalidas Mehta, Puji Bapu. And all of you, each one of you, I give the responsibility to the mentors, right? Dhara, Puja, Apeksha, Shruti Bab, some of the names that come immediately in my mind, right? Please take the lead. Make sure that all your friends rise up to the occasion. Make presentations. Prepare your paper right now. Read the literature of Nanjibai. Tell me, would you not want to celebrate the birthday of your parent? I'm sure everybody, would want to think, right? I'm sure students like Dhara and Pooja, they would do a lot of planning and thinking, okay, I'm going to celebrate my mummy's, my papa's birthday. This is what we are going to do at 5 o'clock in the morning. All right. In fact, the day would begin right at 12 o'clock, midnight, and there's a big surprise. And then mommy and papa are so happy, and there's a birthday cake, and then there is a party, and they're decorating the house, and all that stuff. And here we have the 135th birthday of Pujya Bapu. Somewhere he is there, his consciousness pervades all over Arya Kanya Gurukul. I think this is a debt that we owe to him. It's a debt. Just as we cannot ever fulfill the debt that we have for our parents, our mother, our father, we can never, realize in its entirety, in its totality, the debt that we owe to Pujya Bapu. But then at least we can do one little bit. Like that squirrel, in that story when Lord Rama was making that bridge to cross over to Sri Lanka. That squirrel, that is our role. Can I do something? Can I not write a paper on Bapuji? Can I not get it published in the souvenir? Can I not perform an act? There's some wonderful themes that you have. Bapuji and economics, Bapuji and commerce, Bapuji Mahatma Gandhi, Bapuji Rabindranath Tagore, Bapuji the man and the vision, Bapuji East Africa, Bapuji South Africa. Do you know that he was the greatest representative of the diaspora system that we are talking about now? Diasporic studies is the term. Students like at the MA postgraduate level and research understand what diasporic studies is all about. I think Nanjibai started it almost 100 years ago, more than that. There's such wonderful variety of subjects. So I appeal to you, right? I appeal to all your parents also. Tell them, book them, right? Book them, book your parents. Papa, 15th and 16th, you're going nowhere. You're coming to Gurukul. We want you to see us making a presentation there. Your entire family is invited. The entire town is going to be invited. And you're going to have the best of speakers, right? You're going to have speakers like Dr. Balwant Jani, right, who was the former Vice Chancellor of North Gujarat University. You're going to have speakers like Bhadrayu Vachrajani. You're going to have speakers like Mansukh Sallah. Mansukh Sallah, who has written, whose books are prescribed at the school level, right? Some great Dr. Niranjan Rajaguru is going to talk about, right? We are going to have some wonderful, wonderful speakers. And we are going to invite the son, the living legend, right from Uganda. We have extended an invitation to, the son of Nanjibai, Pujya Bapuji, Sri Mahendra Bhai Mehta himself. And we're making all efforts to ensure that they are going to be here in person. Okay, let's pray to the Almighty, let's pray to the entire cosmic consciousness that all the COVID thing evaporates, right? All of you come in the offline mode, come to the college, we are all eagerly waiting for you. We have had enough of virtual teaching and learning. Now we would want to see you in person. There is so much that the nation expects from all of you. We are going to have goodwill messages coming from the President of India, the Prime Minister of India, the Governor of Gujarat, the Chief Minister of Gujarat. Everyone is going to participate in this mission of bringing back Pujya Bapu to the next generation. I'm inviting all of you to participate in this mission. Do join us. And thank you very much, Ketki Madam. And we have a wonderful, you see, you have a beautiful, in the real sense of the term, a very good soul, a very good human being, Aditi in our midst. Okay, she is there like an elder sister to you. Take advantage of her presence. I appeal to everybody, all the 33 who are there in this meeting, take advantage. There is much you can learn about the value systems, the samskaras that we talk about, what Arya Kanya Gurukul is all about. You see, this is a way of life. Arya Kanya Gurukul is a way of life. And all of you have to become the ambassadors of Arya Kanya Gurukul. And I'm sure, you see, all of you can do it. Jai Hind, Vande Mataram, Bharat Mata Ki Jai.
Thank you so very much for such an amazing, inspirational speech, sir. Thank you so much. So, at the end of our today's William Shakespeare Study Circle, it gives me an immense pleasure to deliver a vote of thanks for this event. First and foremost, I would like to thank Almighty God. Then, I would like to thank our Honorable Principal, Dr. Nagar sir, for his inspirational speech and for always motivating us to achieve mastery over our subject. Then I would like to thank our loving head of the department, Dr. Ketki Madam, for her tireless guidance and encouragement. Then I will thank Mr. Meet Lakhani sir for technical support. And last but not the least, I thank all the students who have participated in this wonderful study circle. Thank you for joining. Thank you very much.